Hey, how is it going? So, tonight I was just poking around. Well, it doesn't really matter. I was trying to make something musical, it just wasn't gelling, and I wanted to make most of my gear time as much as possible. So, I just recently got the Digitone, and one of the reasons why I wanted to get it is one, I really like the Volca FM, but it's only a 3-note, dusty as hell right now. Synth for 3 voices, but I really like the sounds that FM can produce on this thing. So one, I wanted something with a bit more oomph to it, so the Digitone has 8 voices. The other thing I like about the Digitone is it's got a pretty kick-ass sequencer I've seen in action. I'm learning now. I've only had this thing for a couple days, and I've only played of it 2 or 3 nights, so I've still got a lot to learn there. But what I wanted to do is, one, have that extra FM power, and 2, use it as a brain. Now you can see right now it's sitting on a circuit which I thought about using as a brain, but only has 2 tracks. The nice thing about this is it has 4 MIDI tracks, and what I bought was this MIDI Thru box. So it's right now it's got MIDI in coming out of the MIDI out on the Digitone, and what I want to do is, because the Digitone has 4 tracks that can be allocated to sounds on the Digitone, but also has 4 tracks that can be sent out via MIDI to other instruments. So tonight I'm going to try to hook it up to some Volcas quick, see if it will work, one, and then once I know how it works and how I can set up the MIDI tracks and the on here, and also on the Volca set up the channels to receive. Yeah, this Digitone is going to get a lot more powerful, and the Volcas are going to get a lot more useful. You know, I'd also have the Behringer Model D over here. I won't bother rotating my camera because it took me a while to set it up balanced on the circuit here, and also a microcorg down under here that I might use. And right now I got a Keystep plugged into the Digitone that sounds not very good right now. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and let's just try this out. And I'm flying blind here. I haven't, I've paged through the manual a little bit, so there might be some editing here, but also it's going to show you, if you're new like me, we're going to go slow because I'm going to have to figure this out as I go along. So right now I'm just taking a MIDI cable, plug it into the Thru one here, and I'm going to plug it into the FM, and we're going to see what happens. I doubt nothing is going to happen. I'm also going to have to hook up the Volca FM to my mixer, so we'll do that too. So taking that Thru one and plugging it up here on the Volca FM, turn this guy on. So now it is connected technically to the Digitone through the MIDI Thru box, so it should be able to receive MIDI data from the Volca FM. You're not going to hear anything until I plug it in to the mixer, which we'll do now. So one thing I'm going to have to do definitely when this is over, if this works, I'm going to have to rejig my my setup here, but we'll worry about that another night. Right now we are just trying to prove out that this will actually work. Okay. Alright, cool. So we got the Volca FM plugged in MIDI. Let's see. Let's give it some volume on the mixing board before we try to play it through the Digitone. Okay, let's turn the ARP off on the FM. Okay, so we can hear it. What happens if we play not getting any thing on the Keystep right now. We won't worry about the Keystep. The laptop turned off here. Not going to recover. Alright, we don't need the Keystep anyways. Fight around that maybe when we're done. Okay, so we know. Let's try on the Digitone here to go to one of the MIDI tracks. So we'll hit MIDI and go to MIDI 1. Not hearing anything on the FM. Alright, so let's check out what's going on here. And alright, so I'm turning the FM on. I got a little bit of the rat's nest of wires So I hold down memory while I turn it on. And it looks like MIDI is set to channel 1 on the Volca, so that is not encouraging. Must be doing something wrong. Now, let's make sure MIDI out. It's going into here. Yep. And yeah, it should work. Alright. But it's not, so I'm doing something wrong. MIDI source, put function press to enable. Alright, I think I'm doing something wrong on the Digitone side of things here. So we're going to work through it. We're going to figure it out. Or what I could do if I don't figure it out soon is just make sure that this actual box is working. Hook it in the Keystep and see if it will send it through. I'll have to get a new laptop with power to power up the Keystep, but we'll figure it out. Let's not panic here. Let's clear my throat awkwardly. Let's turn off ARP on. There we go. Alright, so what the heck is this on the Digitone here? So, whole function press to enable. So let's just do function press. Oh, okay. Oh, it's that easy. Okay. So let's review what happened here again. I had to go into the MIDI, so I'm not sure which one of these. I think I was under filter or something. We had CC value, which I'm not messing around with here. I just went in the synth 1, and I had to hold down function and push down A, which lets me now change the channel. So I set it to channel 2, nothing. But I set it to channel 1, which is what my FM here is set to. Which is awesome, because that's what I want. Because now I have 4 tracks on here for the Digitone, and now I have an extra MIDI track, which is hooked up to the FM, which I'll probably keep there permanently, because that's an extra 3 voices of FM sounds I have all in this one setup now, which is great. Alright. Now I just need to work on my musical ability, but technically we're figuring things out here. So let's go ahead and let's try to add a Volca Keys to the mix here and set it up under channel 2, because then we're going to know how easy this actually is to set up. I'm just going to rest my FM up here, and I'll be right back because I need to grab another MIDI cable to hook into the keys. Actually, before I F off, why don't I show you on the keys? And I'm assuming it's the same as the FM, this at the channel. Got to hold down memory, power, and you can see right now it's set to 1. I use the red light, so I'm going to set it to 2 just to save us some time here, and hit record to save that. Bang. Now the Volca Keys, once it loads up here, will be configured to play on MIDI channel 2. We'll go with that in a sec here. Just give me a second. Mr. Scoutmaster here, be prepared. I'm not a Scoutmaster. I used to be a Scout. Blah, 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 as I find my cables here. Did not get his cables ready ahead of time here to make a smooth video, and I'll have to either be lazy and leave this in or edit it out with a video editor after the fact. But alright. There was some more garbage on my floor here. I'll have to throw out when I'm done. Okay, got the MIDI cable. We're going to plug it into one of these Thru slots, Thru 2, on the MIDI solution box. I might as well keep the Thru ports configured to the channels they're connected to for now, just so I don't get confused. And let's go ahead and plug in it into the keys. Let's see if I can find another jack that I can hook into my mixer. I know they're around. Alright. Here's one. Where does this sucker go? Oh, this might be promising. Keep fishing. It's coming. Oh, hit the mic with the cord. Very professional video quality always on this channel. Alright. hook it in a headphone jack in on this keys. Let's see. No, nothing yet. Why is that? Because I don't think we were giving it any volume. Oops. Let's try that now. So quiet. There we go. So that's me playing on the keys. Let's go ahead, play on here. Good, it's only playing the FM. So let's go channel 2 here. So MIDI channel 2. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Alright, but we're not dumb anymore. We know how to fix that. We hold down function, push this in. So what happens now? Plays the FM because it's channel 1. Let's switch it to channel 2. Oh, not channel 4. Ooh, it's sensitive. What the hell? It's up and down. No. Oh. And there we go. Perfect. FM, Volca FM, Volca Keys, and then when we're sick of MIDI, we just push MIDI down and we have the Digitone. So hey, perfect. And we can keep going. I won't bother plugging in more stuff, but this is a good, this is like 60 bucks Canadian. I'm happy with that. If you don't want to spend the extra money on, a Thru box like this, you're not going to be able to do it with Volcas, but for things like, because look, on the Volca you only have the MIDI in, so you can see why people bitch about the no MIDI out or MIDI through, because if your hardware synths or whatever you're hooking up for your MIDI slots on the Digitone have a Thru port, you don't need this, right? Because you can go from the MIDI out on the Digitone into the MIDI in on synth number 1, and then synth number 1 through port MIDI through. You can just plug a cord into that and it will carry it along. The nice thing about one of these is if you're like me and you're always swapping things in and out, you don't have to rewire everything. You just have to wire the MIDI connections from this to whatever you want to control with the Digitone. And also, if you have Volcas and you want to add them in, which I like to do, I find them handy with being battery powered, and if you just need a quick little something extra to what you're doing with it, it's perfect. Anyways, I won't blab anymore. The only other thing I want to test is, can I use the Keystep when I get power to it to because with the regular Keystep, one of the problems, at least I have, is switching channels on it on the fly is the same issue. It's a bit annoying, but if I can just leave the Keystep connected to the Digitone, and whatever I hammer into the Keystep flow through all these these MIDI channels, it allows me to really use the Keystep to control all the Volcas at once and also the Digitone at once, which is handy as well. Enough talking, let's see if it will actually work. So I'm gonna go figure a way to get some power to this Keystep. Give me a sec. Alright, it's alive. So I'm only getting I think I'm only getting, just with what defaults I have set right now, is I'm playing the Keystep right now. Oh, that's because they didn't have MIDI on. But the Keystep is only playing to the Digitone. It is not flowing through per track. So that is what I'm going to have to figure out next. So let's see if we can figure that out, because that would be cool if we can get that working. Alright, and it's going to be probably in the MIDI config for port config. Input from MIDI USB, output to MIDI USB. Alright. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's go back to here. Channel 1, bank, blah, blah, blah. Program. I'm not seeing anything handy there. MIDI source. Both of those. What is under setup here? Anything handy? Nothing comes up. Alright. Send control Y, LFO, okay. Alright. Let's try changing the channel on the Keystep. Okay. So, I can do it by changing the channel on the Keystep. It seems like, let's go ahead and do a quick demo of this. We're going to go back into the Digitone and set all these to be different sounds. So we'll set that to be sound 1. We want sound 2, something completely different. There we go. Synth. So these are, I'm setting the tracks on here to different sounds, different presets on the Digitone right now. And that's going to let me demonstrate at least how I have the Keystep configured right now without doing further menu diving, configuring how you can use the Keystep through the MIDI in here to control all 8 tracks. Let's see what this sounds like. Cool, it sounds completely different. Yes, I'm happy with that. And plucky, yay, it's in the game. Okay. Let's see. Perfect. So there's track 1. If I want to play track 1 on the Keystep, I gotta change its channel to channel 1. Now if I want to play track 2, change it to channel 2. If I want to play channel 3, you get the idea, set it to channel 3. And 4 to 4. Now if I want to do MIDI track 1, it's actually channel 5. And MIDI track 2 will be channel 6. And I'm assuming 7 and 8 would be 3 and 4, which I don't have connected. If I go to 9, does it do whatever it's set to? See, that's what I gotta figure out is, what is the magic oh, channel 10's doing something weird. There we go. Will it work for the MIDI side? Perfect. Alright, so set your Keystep to, or MIDI controller to channel 10, and it will automatically control the active channel on the Digitone. Perfect. Hey, that easy. So I still have more work to do, but overall I'm happy. So 1, we figured out how to hook up the Digitone to various external instruments via MIDI. 2, we figured out how to what channel we need to set the Keystep or your MIDI controller to just control whatever the active track is. But that's very happy. So I'm really happy with the purchase on this. You know, $60 or whatever I paid for is nice to not to have a daisy chain of MIDI going from instrument to instrument. It makes it a lot cleaner, and also now I can hook up my more than one Volca to the Digitone, which is going to get me, we'll see how that goes. And yeah, and really I'm excited to hook up the Model D to it too, as I really like the Model D, and when you're not good at the keyboards like me, it's helpful to have a sequencer that can make up for your lack of musical talent, and to be able to feed that in the Model D with something a little bit, you know, the Keystep has a sequencer and an ARP, but I think the sequencer on the Digitone has a lot more power. I'll probably do another video of all the things you can do via MIDI, via the sequencer, but I've only had this box for a couple days, so I'm not even going to attempt that. Tonight I was just bored. I wanted to see if this MIDI Thru box would work. So far so good. I'll keep you updated on how it goes. But yeah, that might be something you might want to look into if you're planning on using your Digitone, or what the hell is the other one called? The Digitakt, or frig, sorry, make fun of me later. Or whatever, whatever your sequencer. Hell, even the circuit might benefit from this, as you can hook up, you know, use the 2 synth tracks on here to go to 2 other devices. So maybe we'll take a look at that too, see if we can pair this up with the circuit later. Anyways, enough for tonight. Hopefully that helps you or gives you an idea of what can be done. I'll stop blabbing and take care, and see ya next time.